Now it's the time for the last round, and this is a big one. Excuse me. I was watching the phone doctor ad, and I was feeling guilty eating that apple. But I'm back. I'm back. I got over it, and I hope that you are all prepared to watch the start of the race. All of the drivers starting to move for this space lap. Sergio, this is the one.
This is the longer, the more difficult race of the day. 30 minutes, it's not long, it's not a pretty long race, but with a bit more time of racing, so you have to manage the tires a bit more. So yeah, we have some kind of a challenge for these drivers. They are pretty good, so it's not the biggest challenge in the world for them, but believe me, this is gonna be a bit more of a challenge.
With all the pressure and all the situations, any race can become difficult in any given situation. So let's see how it goes for them this time. 30 minutes of racing in front of us. All of the drivers going around the track for this space lap. After the Porsche in front of them gets out of the way, the pace car gets out of the way, they're going to be able to step on it. Pageant, another one of the newcomers in the competition, making its debut today with us. Lucas O'Neill, Jesus Sicilia. You know that name already, don't you?
If you're following sim racing, you have to know Jesus Sicilia.
The number 8 heart-to-heart international in front again. David Perez very close to him. Jonathan Alvarez. David Perez with Healthy Nails RX. Jonathan Alvarez with Maven Motion Pictures. Victor de la Fuente with Ocean Landing. Those 4 numbers, I don't know if those 4 will get to the end. Let's see, because I know the temperature can rise. You know that, my friend.
Temperature can rise. We can have a cloudy sky. I because sky helps the situation, so we can have a colder track. Everything can happen in 30 minutes. Everything, even Jesus Sicilia losing the first position. Imagine.
Can happen, but I'm sure I know that the people might be betting on Jesus staying first, but let's see how it goes.
I will do it too, to be honest. Everything can happen. This is racing, come on.
You will put your money in there, for sure. I will, as well. Jordi Garcia. Monroe, Tinker, Carlos Fernandez, Espinosa, number 31 with Bikini USA. You can see Kinetic by Windstream. Patriot Capital Partners, Black Line Trailers, Alca Products, all of our sponsors driven by our drivers, and all of them doing an amazing job to get peacefully to the end of the lap. Let's see how it goes in front, because it seems that this race is already ongoing in the front of the pack. Jesus Sicilia, all the group very compressed together.
Watch out, those 4 drivers behind.
Close call there between Adrian Baez and Jonathan Alvarez.
And Jonathan is gonna be P2. He's gonna pass.
And he goes for it. We get to see Victor Lobato behind, fighting with Jose Maria Sicilia as well. And Jesus Sicilia in front, the number 8 already making a little distance.
Victor Lobato and Jesus Sicilia, I think.
Both of them out of the track. Jose Maria Sicilia and Victor Lobato stuck together, going out of the track. And there we get to see them again. Yeah, there we get to see them again. That's the replay for you. Quite interesting situation, and it seems that they're going to have a close fight together. Whoa, close call back there. A car stepping out of the track into the grass, making a little bit of a slid, and you know how that can end. We saw it in the second round.
And for the moment it's in Jesus, it's kind of pulling away once more, so difficult task for David Perez to cut back that gap.
Doing a great job is right now David Perez being able to defend himself from Jonathan Alvarez, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to catch again with Jesus Sicilia, the number 8, R2R International in front. Maybe motion pictures right now in the center of the camera. Number 34, Jonathan Alvarez chasing David Perez with Healthy Nails RX. The number 37 is David Perez. The number 34 is Jonathan Alvarez, and Adrián Baeza is fourth right now with Be Social. The number 16, Víctor Lobato, as well. I think he's going to have a little bit of a fight with Adrián. Víctor de la Fuente and Adrián have one in common, and they are getting close as well. They're trying, or it seems that he's reaching up to Jonathan Alvarez. That's going to be an interesting combination.
This is important also. Jesus Sicilia has more than a second over David Perez, so this is a moment for David to think about the race, the long term. Do I let Jonathan pass so I can save fuel behind him, or I try to push and pull away and try to get Jesus Sicilia back? It's a difficult moment. It's difficult to think about this too early, but you have to make the move as soon as you can if you want to save fuel.
Yeah, it seems that it's becoming quite the situation for Jonathan Alvarez, and we're going to do a quick sum up in Spanish of the start of the race, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen. Hemos visto al principio de la carrera cómo estaban todos bien agarraditos, juntitos a la salida, y Jesús que vuelve a estar en el mismo ejercicio, se puede decir, que en las rondas anteriores, tratando de escaparse ahora mismo de David Pérez manteniéndose cerca de Jonathan Álvarez, así que el 8, el 37 y el 34 ahora mismo conformando el top 3. Adrián Baeza sería el cuarto clasificado ahora mismo, el número 16 de Be Social. ¿Cómo lo has estado viendo, Sergio?
Bueno, pues de momento, por desgracia, no ha sido la salida perfectamente limpia después de ese toque que hemos visto entre Víctor Lobato y un segundo piloto, pero por lo demás, la parte del top 4 ahora mismo tenemos una pelea que se está empezando a calentar, porque además parece que sí es capaz David Pérez de mantenerse con Jesús Sicilia cuando creo que es Sergio Real. No sé si es Sergio Real o Adrián Baeza yendo más lento por un slowdown.
Puede ser, sería Adrián Baeza, el Sergio Real también que está ahí cerca, Adrián Baeza también con él, así que a ver qué es lo que pasa entre esos dos pilotos mientras están peleando David Pérez y Jonathan Álvarez delante de ellos. Jonathan, que se está consiguiendo acercar un poquito, y conforme estamos viendo eso, os tengo que recordar que podéis participar en el jackpot y que podéis visitar la página de allgratefulhearts.org para informaros a través de las rifas. Podéis participar en el jackpot. Las rifas os permitirán conseguir premios y el jackpot os permitirá conseguir $10.000 si acertáis los 6 números. Los 4 primeros los elegimos vosotros y los 2 últimos se eligen aleatoriamente. Si conseguís acertar los 6, ganáis. Así que mucha suerte a todos los que participéis en esa aventura por el premio, por el GHA Jackpot. Mucha suerte para todos. Y estábamos viendo la situación en David Pérez ahora mismo, la cámara de David Pérez, como Jonathan Álvarez. Yo no sé si es que están entrando en una situación de defensa, ataque, o es que no están pudiendo alcanzar el ritmo. De todos modos, estamos viendo que el tiempo de Jonathan Álvarez ahora mismo es rápido.
Sí, 59 puntos, es una vuelta bastante rápida. Y es que es lo que te estaba diciendo antes, parece que David sí está siendo capaz de mantenerse o incluso quizás entrar al rebufo otra vez de Jesús Sicilia. El ritmo está siendo muy bueno, no sé si también porque Jesús está optando por ahorrar un pelín y claro, David Pérez tiene dos opciones, o empezar a ahorrar, pero sabiendo que va a ahorrar menos que el piloto que tiene detrás, e intentar acercarse a Jesús Ciria lo antes posible para poder ahorrar él. Es lo que tiene una carrera con paradas y en la que los versiones de gasolina son tan justos, Carlos.
Desde luego que van a tener que hacer matemática sobre la marcha. Víctor de la Fuente, el número 25 con Ocean Landing, todavía en una persecución un poco ahora en esta situación, se podría decir que está un poco en tierra de nadie, pero tiene terreno que avanzar y creo que va a poder avanzarlo. A ver qué es lo que pasa delante, porque creo que va a ser crítico. Le tengo que recordar a todos los espectadores que si estáis viendo esto, lo estáis viendo gracias también a la plataforma que estamos utilizando, que es Racing, que es la plataforma predilecta por la competición, y tenemos todo funcionando de maravilla. Como lo veis, parece que todos los corredores están en una carrera real, así que lo único que les falta es hacerse daño cuando se estrella, así que gracias a Dios no tenemos que lidiar con eso, y es la parte más chula de todo, que no tienen que hacerse daño en ninguna situación. Sergio Real con Regency Beauty Pageant en su GT3, el número 14, acercándose al top 5.
Parecía José Sicilia también intentando hacer una maniobra con éxito en la horquilla, una posición más para el piloto hermano del líder, Jesús Sicilia.
Pues sí, desde luego que están haciendo buen trabajo, y volveremos con el español, pero vamos a retornar otro ratito al inglés, y os recuerdo que os agradezco mucho que nos estéis viendo. Gracias por acompañarnos, a todos los que nos estáis acompañando en español también, muchas gracias. And let's get back in English with Sergio Real and the Regency Beauty Pageant. The number 14 doing a great job right now, pushing the pace to climb positions. Adrián Baez in front of him. The number 16 with B Social in front of that number 14 of Sergio Real. José María Sicilia also with a possibility to get close to these two gentlemen in front of him. The pace is a no 1 second. Maybe we can say 1 second slower than the guys in front. It seems that they have a fast pace up in there.
Well, Jesus is flying. It's in a league of his own today. But it's not a bad pace, 2.01, and even more if they are saving fuel, because I know I'm kind of repetitive with this, of they have to save fuel, but in this kind of races, short races with limited fuel, it's pretty important, so you have a shorter pit stop, or if not a shorter pit stop, a longer first stint of the race, so you'll end up having a shorter stint in the second part. Believe me, I've seen a lot of races, and this is huge. This is the key of having the perfect race.
And right now I must remind all of the viewers that the number David Perez has is swapped for the number 6, because that number is not able to participate in the jackpot, so it changes to a 6. That way it's possible, so if you have that number, you might have a chance. Let's see how it goes. David Perez, the number 37, just in the verge of the limit. One of those reserve drivers that you wouldn't expect to see up in there. But if you knew he was only a reserve, if you know he is David Perez, you know he's going to be up there. So
it's a wonder show.
For sure, a good surprise to see David around us again, and bringing the heat to the competition. The number 37, equivalent to the number 6, I must say again and again. David Perez equivalent to the number 6. That number 37 is not the one you want. It's the 6 that has David Perez. And Víctor de la Fuente, number 25 with Ocean Landing.
He's racing more or less alone in this moment. Like a second more or less with the driver behind him and a ton of space in front of them.
I think he has a little bit of a reminder in the rear view mirror.
It's Adrian Beizer remembering him, hey, you're racing, you can't relax just yet. Just 80 more minutes and you can chill out if you need it.
Because if you see the gap that he has right now with Jonathan Alvarez, you can think up to a point that is going to be difficult to recover, but you have to fight through that situation in your mind. You have to be positive and you gotta go for it.
You have to think about the pit stop, because if you have a bad entry in the pit lane or a bad exit, it's easier to have a bad exit. You can lose a lot of time, or even you can damage the car in this curve that we saw in the corner before. It's a tall one, and if you hit it too much, the floor can get damaged, and if you have damage to the floor, you're losing tons of downforce.
Víctor de la Fuente being able to maintain that distance between himself and Adrián Baeza. The number 25, Víctor de la Fuente, chased by the number 16 with Be Social, Adrián Baeza. Behind him, Sergio Real with the Regency Beauty Pageant. The number 16, Adrián Baeza with Be Social, doing a good job staying in front, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay there. As you mentioned, Sergio, they still have that pit stop to make, as we call it here, the sip and go, because they're not going to get a chance to put too much fuel in the car. They're going to have to be fast about it. They really have to do a quick sip and go.
Splash and dash from IndyCar we've seen a lot of times.
Exactly. They really have to go as fast as possible, and that's the way it's going to be here with Sergio Real and Adrián Baeza going for the chase behind Víctor de la Fuente, the number 25 Ocean Landing in front of them.
They're getting closer, I think.
Yeah, it seems so.
Interesting for what I said before, the fuel column, it's easier to manage the fuel with someone in front of you, letting you have more straight line speed with the draft. So big point for this fight, for fourth position, sorry.
Yep. Víctor de la Fuente is going to have to resist to stay fourth till the end of the race. 16 minutes almost in front of us. They still have to stop, and it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes. So don't go anywhere, because it's going to be very interesting. Healthy Nails RX, Marcos Calvo, the number 1 in the list right now, in the position number 10, I think it is. In the top 10 is Marcos Calvo with Healthy Nails RX.
Sorry, and it's the first one into the pits.
There we go. Exactly 12 right now, and we get to see some of the first sip and goes. Marcos Calvo, the number 1 with Healthy Nails RX, is going for a quick
and 3 more drivers, I think, are entering the pits right now too.
Yeah.
Oh, but he went past his grid. Oh.
Nasty situation for Marcos Calvo. Going over the pit crew. Let's see a little bit.
And traffic for him, what a disaster. What a disaster of a pit stop.
Complicated situation right now for Marcos Calvo after the pit stop, getting back into the track, and let's see how much of the drivers got to stop as well. Jesus Vifilia still going strong in front, and That fuel tank must be near the fumes.
They're now using the thoughts of having fuel like a few laps ago.
Let's see how the economized Jonathan Alvarez is. I think he's getting a little bit of a chance to close up the distance. I don't know if the draft has enabled him to push a little bit more since he has saved a little bit of fuel.
Yeah, well, what happened with Perez? He was in front of him.
Yeah, we had quite the rotation there between those two. Jesus Sevilla still going, not stopping yet.
Top 3, one more lap for the moment. I think Victor de la Fuente too. Yeah, all the group of Victor de la Fuente, Adrian Baez, Sergio Real are doing one more lap.
All of the guys in front trying to economize as much as possible to get to the point of stop. So let's see if Victor de la Fuente is able to stay in front after the sip and go. The number 25, Ocean Landing. Victor de la Fuente in front of Adrian Baeza would be social, the number 16. Behind him, the number 14, Sergio Real with the Regency Beauty Pageant. Interesting between those three. Victor de la Fuente trying to push away. Push or pull, but you gotta move.
You can do something. Just saving more fuel without the draft, but it's difficult. Or loading the guys behind you best, so you can save a bit more fuel. But I think now Victor is not gonna let him pass because we're pretty close to the pit stop. Even I think we may have their leaders beaten now in this lap.
I think it's about time. 11 minutes and a half to get to the end of the session, and this might be the lap where we get to see Jesus Sicilia with Heart to Heart International, the number 8, having to make that stop for the slip and go. Nope.
One more lap.
Oh. Nope. Going for it. Non-stop.
Jonathan and David are doing one more lap as well, so one more lap without beaten. Wow. This is amazing.
Yeah, they're stretching the fuel. I think they're gonna have to make the stop for sure, no doubt. We're gonna get to see them stop because we are seeing a lot of the drivers already having to, and I think they're trying to advance the situation to get some of the traffic out of the way. It didn't work that well for Marco Calvo, for example, as you said, because he had that little bit of a mistake in the stop. So interesting.
Sorry, Carlos. I think that it's sure is that they're gonna beat, because if we have drivers beating with half of the race in front of them, for sure, Jesus, Jonathan, David can't save 8 laps worth of fuel. But the thing is, as you said, they're stretching the tank a lot. And I don't know if this can be counterintuitive, because I think right now they could have a clear track if they beat in this lap and in the lap before. So they're maybe taking a gamble.
Yeah, we've heard Jesus in the past say that he's not racing to save fuel, so let's see. I know he's pushing the pace, and the times show us that he's doing that. As a matter of fact, Heart to Heart International still in front with Jesus Sicilia, number 8, doing an amazing job, but already we have a little bit of a swap in the stops. Let's see what happens between Jesus Sicilia and David Perez, because we already have a rotation going there. Jesus Sicilia is stopping right now, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Jonathan, also David Perez is still on the track, so...
Jonathan Alvarez as well, stopping. the number 34, Jonathan Alvarez, very close to Jesus Sicilia. This might be a chance to get even closer. Let's see what happens between these two gentlemen right now. Jesus Sicilia.
Oh, he went too hard into the grid, to the box.
Going over the stop, not braking soon enough. That's gonna cost him some time. Jonathan Alvarez quite in the same distance. I don't know what happened there exactly, but Jonathan Alvarez had a little bit of trouble as well. I don't know what happened, but it might have been a miscalculation of refueling for Jonathan Alvarez in that sip and go.
Well, that's bad because it was a perfect moment for just closing a bit more gap. He would be just behind Jesus Sicilia, but well, a little mistake from him. And David Perth, as we said before, one more lap. So this is gonna be interesting. A really short speed stop for David, for sure.
Let's see how it goes for David. I think he's gonna have to stop. Yeah, as you just said, he's gonna have to stop just now because I don't think that tank is going to last if he doesn't. Stretching up to this point is David Perez. For the moment, staying first is that Healthy Nails RX car driven by David Perez. I remind you, the number 6, although it says 37 there, remind him as the number 6 in this race.
I think he's pitting it. I think he's gonna pit now.
Must be, because if not, he's gonna have to siphon fuel from a tank. I don't know. But there he goes.
He's pitting.
There he goes, pushing up to the limit, pushing the tank to the fumes.
Victor, Adrian, Sergio, they're all pitting now. All the guys that.
Let's see if we can see Jesus Sicilia that is going to approach David Perez, and I don't know how close they're going to be together. Very nice camera angle there. Jesus Sicilia is approaching the finish line already. David Perez moving as well, but not as fast as Jesus. Jesus making the overtake.
I think he's gonna be in front of Jonathan. Is he? Well, yeah.
Well done by David Perez.
Well, 2 seconds faster in that pit stop.
Yeah, being able to get a position from Jonathan Alvarez in those rotations in the pit lane. Right now, Jesus Sicilia with Heart to Heart International in front. David Perez, the number 6, although we say it's 37 in there, it's the number 6. David Perez with Healthy Nails RX in second place right now. And Jonathan Alvarez chasing very close behind with Maven Motion Pictures. The number 34 having a bit of trouble in this sip and go sector of the race. Complicated situation for him in the pit lane. I don't know what exactly might have happened with Jonathan Alvarez.
Yeah, I think just as you said before, it was a miscalculation of the fuel that he needed for the laps for the rest of the race. And well, that's how you lose a position. It's not easy. As I said before, the pit lane procedure, pit stop procedure, sorry, it's important because it can make you lose position or it can make you earn a lot of time through the pit stops, and that's what David Perez shows at this time. And what we were watching, I think it was Victor de la Fuente who lost a position with Adrian Baeza too.
Correct. That was the situation right there between Victor de la Fuente, Ocean Landing, right now in a little bit of trouble with that car of Adrian Baeza, Be Social, in front of Ocean Landing. The Regency Beauty Pageant driven by Sergio Real, the number 14, behind in this pack of 3. And it's going to be a 3-way battle. Five minutes or 4 minutes and a half to get to the end of the session. Victor de la Fuente is in a bit of trouble. because this is a position they want to get. They get a little bit of a bonus if they get to that 4th position. So I think that Victor de la Fuente is going to do everything he can to get that position from Adrian Baeza. Here is where we have the temperature rising.
But the thing is, do you think he's closer to the 4th position or to the 6th position? Because Sergio Real is pretty close too.
If I have to bet statistically, I'd say, if I have to bet with my mind, I'd bet that Victor de la Fuente can solve the situation. But
he have to, but it's not that easy.
But it's one of these occasions for Sergio Real to show the drivers and us what he has. So Adrian Baeza as well with the same situation right now, defending the position.
Yeah, this is one of those places you can overtake, but it's risky, the sunset bend. The thing is, this corner allows different lines, so that's what you need to overtake, being able to use different lines.
Making an approach from the outer lines, Victor de la Fuente right now. Adrian Baeza in the inner line. As we get round the last turn of the track, Sunset Bend.
He's gonna have the inside for the first corner.
There he goes again, Victor de la Fuente, the number 25, very close to Adrian Baeza, very close together. Very close, and Adrian Baeza having to budge a little. Right now parallel with Sergio Real, complicated situation for Adrian Baeza. Victor de la Fuente in front, Ocean Landing with Victor de la Fuente. Adrian Baeza would be social, the number 16. Still in front of the number 14, Sergio Real with the Regency Beauty Pageant.
Good defending from Adrian Baeza, but Victor de la Fuente had none, but he just didn't want to land it. It's so easy.
It's getting hot in there. 1 minute and a half to get to the end of the section. And Adrian Baeza is still fighting to get to the place where Victor de la Fuente is right now. 4th position is Victor de la Fuente with Ocean Landing, the number 25. Adrian Baeza, 5th. This exact moment, the number 16 with the Be Social.
And I think we're entering in the last lap. White flag for these drivers.
Yep. It's going to be the last lap of the race, as we only have 50 seconds to end the session. They must complete the last lap, and this will be the one. Victor de la Fuente, Adrian Baeza, Sergio Real, all of them going through the finish line in a composed fashion so far, and I don't know how it's going to go in this last lap, because we can see Adrian Baeza is approaching Victor de la Fuente. Victor de la Fuente is moving left to right. The number 25, Ocean Landing, in front of them. Right now, a hot spot in the race, as well as Jesus Sicilia with David Perez. David Perez is really making an effort to get there. It's not as close as Adrian Baeza is to Victor de la Fuente right now, trying to make the overtake. Very close together, Adrian Baeza being able to stay in front. Victor de la Fuente losing 2 positions right now. Sergio Real taking the position as well.
Victor de la Fuente is having none of it. It's 3-1. Oh!
Bad crash, very bad crash between those 3 drivers, and the car of Victor de la Fuente is smoking right now. Adrian Baeza trying to get back at it.
That engine is gone. That engine is dead directly.
Jose Maria Sicilia is going to be the one that benefits from this situation, which is a very dramatic one. Actually, today it has been a rough day for some of the drivers. Jesus Sicilia ahead in the women's straight. I have to say, great work from David Perez and Jonathan Alvarez. Sergio Real being able to save himself from the trouble, but I think we're gonna have to inspect that for sure, what happened there.
Stewards have to work this time.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a thorough inspection of that situation right there. Very unfortunate touch between the drivers, and it's very complicated to share space between 3 cars, which I think that was the situation right there. Great job by Jesus Sicilia, Heart to Heart International in front, again doing a hat trick. Jesus Sicilia with David Perez very close to him. Heart to Heart International with Jesus Sicilia, David Perez with Healthy Nails RX, if I'm not wrong. And there we go for another finish in the middle of the pack. Teun Sonneveld exchanging paints with David Ceballos. David Ceballos, Winsor Holmes in the inner side.
Easy for him.
Yeah. That's going to be something to check as well, because they're really going strong. Everybody getting out of the way as Teun Sonneveld still goes hard for it.
He was racing that himself in that moment.
It seemed like a shark through a bank of fish. Tough situation for some of the drivers. Some of them completing the last lap, and it has been really interesting to watch. Very dramatic towards the end for some of the drivers. And if you don't mind, we're going to do a quick sum up of the race in Spanish that you, Sergio, can take care of if you don't mind.
Por supuesto, Carlos, directamente ya digo en castellano. Jesús Sicilia directamente pues ha hecho lo que hemos visto en estas 2 carreras anteriores, dominar desde el inicio, aunque con una muy pequeña diferencia. Esta vez no ha liderado todas las vueltas de carrera. David Pérez ha conseguido quitarle una del medio. David Pérez, que después de haber quedado en la 3ª posición antes de la primera parada, ha conseguido volver a la segunda con un paso por boxes perfecto. Lo que no ha tenido Jonathan Álvarez, no sabemos si es que ha tenido algún problema entrando en el box o directamente ha calculado mal la gasolina, ha echado demasiada y eso le ha hecho perder la segunda posición, aunque sí salva el podio. Como nota interesante de la carrera, Carlos, déjame terminar, un momentito por favor. El duelo que hemos tenido al final entre 3 pilotos, Sergio Real, Víctor de la Fuente y Adrián Baeza, que ha terminado en lágrimas para algunos de ellos.
Bueno, pues vamos a tener que ir a una pausa de publicidad. Estaremos de vuelta. We're going to a little commercial break and we'll be right back with the interviews with the drivers. See you right away.